Okay, let's be real. The world of AI feels, well, overwhelming, right? Today, we're going to cut through all that noise with a really simple framework to help you get the hang of it. We're talking about the crucial difference between AI literacy and AI fluency. And if that quote right there hits home for you, you are definitely not alone. It feels like every single day there's a new tool, a new update, and you're just supposed to be an expert on it instantly. But hey, this isn't about adding more to your plate. It's about understanding the plate itself. So where do we even start? Well, the first and honestly the most important step is building your AI literacy. Think of this as your foundational defense system in this new age of AI, your own personal bullshit detector. Now, the key thing to get here is that literacy is all about understanding, knowing the rules of the game before you start to play. This isn't about you having to become a coder or a data scientist, not at all. It's about being an informed citizen, an informed professional. Yep, that's it right there. AI literacy is that little voice in your head that starts screaming when a claim just sounds way too good to be true. It's your built-in reality check for all the hype out there. So what does this actually mean in the real world? Well, it means you get that an AI can confidently just make stuff up. We call that hallucinating. You understand that an AI is only as good as the data it was trained on. And if that data is biased, guess what? The AI will be too. You know that when an AI says it's confident, it's just a math equation, not a real feeling like you or I have. And you're able to see a vendor's claim of state-of-the-art for what it often is, just marketing. Okay, let me tell you a little story, a cautionary tale, really, about what happens when that BS detector is switched off. So here's the deal. Someone asked an AI to summarize a big, complicated 20-page legal doc, and what it spit out looked perfect. Beautifully formatted bullet points, looked totally legit. The problem? It completely hallucinated an entire non-existent clause about the AI model getting a cut of the revenue. Seriously. The team now actually calls this mistake pulling a mat. The lesson here is so clear. Literacy isn't just about using the tool, it's about having that critical awareness to question everything it gives you. All right, so once you've got that foundation, that literacy, you're ready to level up. This is where you go from being a spectator to actually being a creator. This is where you learn to make the AI dance. Okay, so your BS detector is humming along nicely. You get the risks, you see the limits. Now what? How do you actually put these incredibly powerful tools to work for you? And that is where AI fluency comes in. This is the fun part, the practical stuff, the how-to. Fluency is where you stop asking if an AI can do something and you start figuring out how to make it do exactly what you need, effectively and efficiently. I love this analogy because it just clicks. Literacy is knowing that, yeah, Italian is a language. Fluency is confidently walking into a restaurant in Rome and ordering a fantastic meal, getting exactly what you wanted. See the difference? One is passive knowledge, the other is active skill. So what does fluency actually look like? It's not just using one tool for one thing. No. It's about building systems. For example, you could take your messy meeting notes, feed them into one AI to pull out the action items, then send those to a second AI to estimate the time for each task, and then have a third one draft the calendar invites. You're not just using a tool, you're conducting an entire orchestra of them. Okay, let's put these two side by side. I think this will make the distinction totally clear. This really boils it down, doesn't it? Literacy is defensive. It saves you from making bad calls. It's what lets you say, whoa, hold on, we can't use that tool, it violates our privacy rules. Fluency, on the other hand, is offensive. It helps you create new value. It's what lets you stand up and say, hey everyone, I built a new process that just saved our team 15 hours a week. You need both. Let's dig into this a little more. Literacy, its focus is on understanding. The goal is critical awareness. And the key skills are things like evaluation and ethics. It turns you into an informed consumer. Now, fluency, its focus on using AI effectively. The goal is all about productivity and innovation. The key skills? Prompting, tool selection. And the outcome? You become an empowered user. They really are two sides of the same very important coin. Okay, so you might be thinking, great, this all makes sense, but how do I actually do this? Well, the good news is there's a clear path forward, and it's really not as daunting as it might seem. It really boils down to two simple steps. First things first, you have to start with literacy. Build that foundation. Understand the basics, the risks, the what and the why. Then, and only then, once you have that critical lens, can you start building towards fluency. Start experimenting, learn the how, and weave these tools into your work and your life. You have to walk before you can run. You can't be fluent if you aren't literate first, period.
And look, all of this leads to a really critical, maybe even a little bit of a scary point. The threat here isn't the technology itself. The real challenge, and honestly the real opportunity, comes from the people who have mastered both AI literacy and AI fluency. Building these skills isn't just about keeping up anymore. It's about preparing yourself to lead. So the question isn't for everyone else, it's for you. Are you ready to become bilingual?